Welcome everybody to round number 5 of the Afco Shock Late Models. I'm joined today by Weasel.
Howdy.
Grand heat number 1 on the pole will be the 72 of Hennessey Voiles. To her outside will be the 38, Bryant. Next row back will be the 79 of Robinson and the 28 of Perez. Behind them will be the 35 of Ramstrom and the 015 of Hennessey. Third from the last row will be the 78 of Plater, the 71 of Nick Voiles. Second to last row, Earnhardt and Boone. Starting shotgun on the field will be Baker.
Here we go. First time I'm doing these late model races.
25 laps the distance here in this first heat. There we go. I've seen a lot of cautions throughout pretty much anything. I've only through any of these races in this series. Lots of 2x2. Top 5 go to the A main, the rest go to the LCQ. I'd say Bryant's doing a great job of leading from the pole, wouldn't you say? Or from, I believe, pole? Might have been second row. Top 5 currently Bryant, Voiles, Robinson, Perez, and Hennessey at the moment.
Hennessey looking good so far. Making a good run from the back of the field.
Last week's winner, Ramstrom really struggling early on here.
Well, this is a pretty unique dirt track in all manner of seriousness. It's pretty much a lot faster and a lot higher bank than most places they go to. Really see the cars kick up dust coming off on turn 3 and 4 right there.
Absolutely.
First time I've actually seen these kind of late models on dirt, frankly.
Yeah, this series really wanted to prove that the, usual asphalt cars could handle getting down and dirty. And I'd say, even though we're only 8 laps into their first run of it, it's looking pretty solid.
Yeah. A lot of high action, a lot of low action. Some people trying to run the high line. A lot of people just trying to run down low. I think the middle lane, well, normally you wouldn't want to run in the middle, but in this track, it's narrow enough that you don't have a middle. You have a high, you have a low. And if you're really brave, you might be able to shoot the middle, come off the exit of the corner, and make it pass. 38 cars really starting to go away. He's running the middle out front to the middle of the corners, and he's really getting pulled. But here he comes, 15 down to the inside. They are battling. That's the 78.
Holy cow, look at the 3. Came from all the way in the second to last row.
Yeah, he's coming quick. He's got a fast hot rod in that 3 car.
Only with the fastest lap.
He's really rolling.
This is the closest racing we've seen in a heat all season so far.
Side by side, getting into each other. 38, and that's the 78?
Yeah, that is the 78.
38 and 78 right there.
Yeah. That's Plater and Bryant fighting it out.
And you've got Perez right behind him in 3rd.
Earnhardt found his way up to the 5th spot for now.
And that 5th spot is your transfer window. That's the place you're going to have to look at.
Is the race starting to fall back a little bit?
Little bit, but still, this is a good run. You don't usually see you don't usually see like this close racing early on. You got this big 8-car pack up at the front.
Absolutely.
Out of 10, that's pretty good. Of course, this isn't a pure dirt track. They shipped in dirt and then, sort of packed it in over time.
Baker's got to be
Versus
having some
normally
trouble
paved.
because he is
Yeah, he's
way off the.
way off the pace.
He's been off the pace since the start.
Probably some kind of issue. He's just trying to tough it out. There goes Perez to the lead. All right, big jump off the final lap, down low on that.
Earnhardt looking low for second.
Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of the drivers seem to try to run that high line. They get up into that dust coming off of 3 and 4. Some of them get a good forward momentum. A lot of them don't. Perez, though, is the one driver who so far is able to get that bite and is able to just drive away.
Here we go. Earnhardt looking low.
Here comes Earnhardt. Oh, he's right there. What a comeback drive from way back in the back of the.
Yeah, he started. I believe he started like 9th. Ooh, a little bit of a bobble from Perez. Ramstrom making his way into the top 5 now.
Ramstrom battling hard for that transfer spot with the 78 of Kenny Plater.
Battle for that final transfer.
72 of Desi Boyles. It's 72 of 70 Boyles. Just about 4 laps to go now. Race jury is still out over who's going to win. They get the last transfer spot.
Desi not quite giving up yet, though. She's definitely still trying.
Absolutely.
4 to go here.
Here comes Perez down low for the inside for the lead. He takes it. Desiree Voiles in that 72 car battling.
Oh,
the final
there she goes. She's got it now.
That's what I talked about. That down low.
3 laps to go.
That white coming off the corner.
He has to hold off Plater now.
Yeah, so does Earnhardt too. He's falling back a little. He's in danger. They get up in that high groove again, and they get that dust taken up. 2 this time. Man, this is some tight racing right now.
The white flag going to be a battle between Earnhardt and Bryant. It's a race, yeah.
Desi Boyles to the lead. Working that low line. Earnhardt now battling with the third of Caleb Bryant for the final transfer spot.
Here they go.
Oh, put the door on it. Nah, she's got it.
Desi with the win. Plater second. Perez third. 4th goes to Ramstrom. 5th to Bryant.
And 5th goes to Bryant. Earnhardt showed well, but he missed out on the transfer spot. Like, just
Hennessey
less than.
7th.
Wow.
Robinson 8th. 9th, Nick Voiles. 10th, Moon. And 10th to Baker.
Good racing throughout the field, though. That was impressive.
Absolutely. Hopefully
Hopefully that for the next 3 heats.
Hopefully that TL Autosport team can figure something out on that 88 car. Before the LCQ.
Well for the other cars.
No.
Yeah.
But we have seen multiple times where one car on a team doesn't perform and the others show up and absolutely kill it.
Yeah, it's a law of averages principle. Generally speaking, you're going to have a driver who's really, really competitive. And then sometimes you're going to have one that's okay. And then sometimes it's off the pace. You rarely see a team completely show up to a track and just be to lunch nowhere off the pace.
Absolutely. But with that, we will see you in heat number 2. We are in heat number 2. I'm going to pass it over to Weasel for the lineup.
Oh, baby, first time doing this. On the pole, the number 55 of Gage Osborne. Alongside him, the number 8 of Matt Bowers. Row 2, we got the 24 of Hagen and the number 50 of Marcus. Marcus. Row 3, we've got the number 6 of Jennings and the number 36 of Matt Hanley. Row 7, we've got Zachary Fox and the number 13 of the other Fox that's not related to the Curry Motorsports cars. Row 5, we've got Doug Neischwanger and Gloria Lund. Neischwanger in the 97, Lund in the 19. And starting shotgun on the field, the number 37 of Scott. Pace car is off, and we are just about ready to go. Here up in the Great White North, Vancouver, Canada.
Here we go. Another 25 laps to decide who the next 5 in are.
Yep. Same system. 25 laps. Top 5 cars make it into the A main. Gonna run 4 races today, 3 heats, and then a last chance qualifier. Don't quite know who's going to make it into the last chance qualifier, but looks like that 8 car got a good shove, and it's just driving away.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of looks like we're seeing a little bit of what we saw last race, and some cars falling off, and others definitely pushing on.
Yeah, you got a couple of grooves. Through 1 and 2, people generally try to stay to the low line in the middle of the track. But then coming up through 3 and 4, right here, you either stay low or you run that high line, kick up that dirt, get into what they call that cushion, and try to shoot off to just straighten the corner out and get a perfect launch coming down to the exit.
Bowers and Hagen wasting no time getting out of that second row.
Yeah, they're definitely flying. They've got good cars today.
Nice to finally see Jennings performing well.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't had a good year so far.
No, not at all.
Like it's going to turn around. Might turn around today.
It's definitely the case for both of the Valkyrie Motorsports cars.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had much of a chance to follow this series so far, but I have noticed that the results for the Valkyrie team haven't been as good as anybody hoped. Yeah, this might be the day they turn it around. Racing though is very exciting right now.
Oh yeah. Bowers doing a great job of leading so far. Led all the laps at this point.
Very impressive, considering that a lot of the time I thought that the 50 of Marcus. Yes, Marcus. I thought it was Marcus. I thought it said, no, it's Jay Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, like like the dog.
Yeah, James Marcus. Yeah. So we got Ryan Jennings. We got Bowers. We got Matt Bowers. And then the 55 of Gage Osborne, the third in that white car. And the 24, Buddy Hagen. And then battling for 4th with the 6, Ryan Jennings in that gold car. And this is a big scrum for this one.
Absolutely. Big battle for this. The 5th transfer spot. This will be 3 wide potentially. No, Jennings closes the door on the line. Jennings up to 2nd. Yeah, Gloria Lund not doing great. The last 2 races, not managed to find her way into the feature event. The last 2 races after winning the series premiere. Real strong now though. Then you got Jennings, who has not found his way into any of the main events. Halfway point here. 5 hours. Marcus, Jennings, London Osborne, Zachary Fox, and Hagen still hanging on there. Ooh. Bit of a shuffle there, almost caused an accident. Marcus finds his way to the lead. This is the chaos we see with 11 cars. I can't wait to see what we get with 20.
Yeah, having some technical issues on my end right now, but boy, this racing is exciting.
Rewind for that final transfer spot.
Turn through this place, just nuts. It's just brilliant. Jennings trying to shoot the middle. That's the 09. They are fighting hard for that last transfer spot.
Pushing Osborne out there. That's your top 5 right there. All under a blanket. Howard's doing everything he can to try to get back to the 50.
Yeah, it's going by really fast. Not a whole lot of time left.
Here comes Fox, down on the bottom.
Zachary Fox in the Furry Motorsports car, looking good. Yeah, you get that bite coming off of the bottom line. You might be able to
Whoa, big run off the top for Bowers.
Bowers with that high line, hitting the cushion and diamonding the corner to get that straight line speed. Get that big run to go to the lead.
Coming to 5 to go this lap.
And here comes the 50 again. Marcus. Marcus now battling with Bowers. At the 19.
Jennings doing a great job of holding on to that final transfer spot.
Final transfer spot, yeah, way back there in that 6. This 4-car group is really the battle now. Any one of these 4 drivers can win this. Heat. So here comes the 19. That's Gloria Lund on the low side, that black car. Oh, there they go again. Getting that high line. Kicking up that dust. That's how you know you can tell. Setting up that.
Looked like Bowers got into the side of Lund there for a second.
Okay. Here comes Gloria. Down on the inside.
Coming to the white flag here, side by side.
It's going to be these 3. One of these 3. If these 2 mess up, then Bowers is right there. But Gloria Lund to the lead. And she hauled it.
Yes, she does. Gloria going to take her first heat win since back at the debut in Daytona. Second is Barkus. Third, Bowers. Fourth, Zachary Fox. Fifth, Jennings. Sixth, Osborne. Seventh, Hagan. Eighth is Handley. Ninth is Brian Fox. 10th is Nicewanger. And 11th is the 37, who is right there. 37 is Scott. Another amazing heat race, but I gotta say, absolutely spectacular.
That was truly spectacular racing. I actually had lost my voice there for half a second. Had to drink some water.
It's quite alright. I actually forgot I brought water out here myself.
Here's to that, my friend.
But yeah, we'll see everybody in the third heat. We are in heat number 3. On the pole will be the 59 of Ching. His outside will be the 43 of Dye. Next row back will be Daniel Voiles and the 86 of Hall. Next row back will be the 10 of Graham and the 82 of Wilson. Behind them will be the 85 of Raymer and the 95 of Kraus. Second to last row will be the 87 of Diamond and the 711 of Bancroft. Starting shotgun on the field will be Saber Fox and the 2 of Kingston.
Fullest field so far.
Absolutely. Another 25 laps here. Here we go. Ooh, a little bit of a slow start for a lot of people there. Ching wasting no time getting started. Hall going up first. Top four already pulling away from the rest of the field already by a little bit, almost a second.
Close together though. That battle for that 5th transfer spot is fierce.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much everybody's still right there. Bancroft holding on to that final transfer spot for now.
For now, yeah.
Saber Fox looking like she might want to take it.
Looking racy. Looking pretty racy, if you ask me.
Number 3, eyes starting to fall off the base. Wonder if he's having mechanical troubles. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Saber looking to take away that 4th spot. Jing falling off. Hall definitely starting to pull away.
Yeah, managing the tires I think is going to be an issue in the main event.
Absolutely.
Even though this is dirt, but he's just driving the course a little bit smoother and a little bit more thoughtful.
Definitely. That's another one of those BTL Autosport cars.
Yeah. 3 of the 4 in this one race. And nice to see one of them out front at least. The 82 went in second. And now, this is the kind of track, it's a real momentum track. If you make a little mistake, the whole field will just come right behind you, waiting for you.
Oh, here's the whole, like you said, here's the whole field.
That's a 38 right there. Oh my goodness, yes.
Starting to reel in Hall a little bit.
Yeah, that 86 is running to a good pace, but yeah, the rest of the field's getting a big run right now.
Absolutely.
This is 7-11 on the high side right there in 4th. And it is the 59 Larry Ching. Bay car.
I doing a great job of holding on to that 5th spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if maybe he just I'm wondering if maybe he backed off at the start a little bit after.
At 7-11.
Bancroft has been really, really strong in heat races.
Yeah, noticing that more and more. Noticing that. There he goes! That low line with the jump to the lead.
He took the final. He took the final transfer spot at Daytona. At Irwindale, he finished 3rd, and then don't have the results on hand for last week.
That's fair enough. Here's your top 4 right here. 86 of Tyler Hall, 7-11 of Chris Bancroft. Larry Ching in the 59, that Blue Moon car in 3rd.
Not quite finding the speed to get Hall though.
An Yep, no, they're not. But it's a heck of a fight for that that final transfer spot.
Looks like Kingston
You got
trying
the
to take it
82
away.
with Glenn Wilson. You got Stephen Kingston in the 2 Starbucks car. Battling with Devin Dye in the 43.
Takes that spot away for now.
Takes it away for now, but here we go. Here we go again. Hall lets him kind of close up, and then he just...
Oh, not much this time. Bancroft gonna take it away from him.
And just as I say that, here he goes. There goes Bancroft. Uh-oh, jinxed him again. Here comes the 86. It's 5 to go. This is wild heat race action. My goodness.
The top 5 under the blanket right here.
Yes, indeed. Bancroft, Hall, Ching, the 2 of Kingston, and then the 82 of Wilson.
Kingston started dead last on the field.
Yeah. Happens. What was I saying earlier? You have a couple drivers. Seems BTL more and more is kind of, even though they're running 4 cars, it feels like a 1 or 2 car team at best.
Absolutely.
Tyler Hall's been really pulling the weight for that team pretty much.
Oh, absolutely.
You can see it right here.
Coming to 2 to go.
Looks like coming to 2 to go, and it looks like unless something really crazy happens, this is going to be it. We'll have to go down to the last chance qualifier.
Ching.
Chang up at the second now. Looking at Hall for the lead.
There we go. Last
Final
chance.
lap.
Last chance for those 2. Looks like Bancroft's gonna back off and say, "Hey, Ching, go for it." But not gonna matter. Tyler Hall gonna get the heat win. Ching second. Bancroft third. 4th is Kingston. 5th, Wilson. 6th, Raymer. 6th.
Raymer got 6th.
7th is Dye.
7th.
8th is Graham. 9th is Daniel Voiles. 10th, Saber Fox. 11th, Kraus. Rounding out the field will be the 87 of Diamond. That'll do it for our heat races.
Man, cannot wait until the last chance qualifier coming up. This is
Absolutely.
going to be fun racing.
Can't wait. We'll see you there. We are in the 50 lap B main. On the pole will be the 3 of Earnhardt. His outside will be the 55 of Osborne. Next row back will be the 85 of Raymer. The 015 of Hennessey. Next row back will be the 24 of Hagen and the 43 of Dye. Behind them will be Robinson and Handley. Next row back will be Ram and Nick Voiles. Behind them will be Brian Fox and Daniel Voiles. Behind them, Boone and Neischwanger. Third from the last row will be the 9 of Saber Fox and the 88 of Baker. Second to last row will be Kraus and Scott. Starting shotgun on the field will be Diamond. 50 laps the distance for this B main event. And we are underway.
Hard to get through the field when the laps are this short and there's this many cars.
Absolutely.
Always a tough one. Same as before, top 5 cars will make it into the A main. This is the B main. This is the consolation race. This is the get up, put up, shut up, and go home. This is time. It's the go time now.
You gotta imagine those cars that finished 6th in their heat races, with how close the heat races were. Those 3 have to be hungry
They
to
all
make
have a
it.
point to prove. They all have a point to prove in this race, absolutely.
Especially Earnhardt. I feel it's like especially Earnhardt.
Earnhardt was the one. Yeah, he ran
He
up
was
front.
so
He was in
close.
second, and then he just shuffled back at the last couple laps. He got shuffled back. Here comes that 85.
Hey,
This is gonna be a real test right now. 50 laps, longest we've run so far today. This is gonna be wow.
absolutely.
Already, we're seeing drivers take the high line, pick up dust, and try to run that cushion. Not necessarily through 1 and 2, but definitely 3 and 4. That's a legitimate line that you make moves off of.
Everybody looking real racy so far. Hyman and Kraus still continuing what they started in their heats. Way off the pace.
Happens.
Performance
And
by
I'm able to
Baker though.
fix it in time.
I don't know what
Yeah,
they figured out
Baker's
with Baker's
recovering
car.
nicely. Yeah, Baker's recovering nicely from what
Oh,
happened in his first race.
man, this track is so racy. Look at them all. Everybody's still 2 by 2. Pole setter back to fourth.
Third place back to fifth, battling for sixth to get in the show. Gage in that 80 Gage in that 55 car. Gage Osborne out front.
And laps
got
in,
Hagen.
40 to go.
Fifth of the way through. Not necessarily falling off yet. And somebody is calling me. Excuse me for a moment.
No worries. Hagen and Osborne side by side for first. Hagen's Fox and Graham fighting for that last transfer spot. Graham gonna hold on to it. In fact, Fox firing back on the bottom. Not giving it up yet. Five under the blanket. Hagen looking low. Didn't get by him this time. No. Caution out for something on the track. Caution out for this. Oh. Boone and Hennessey get into each other. Hennessey goes around, collects the 9. A lot of front damage to that 9 car. 7 rolls away. A lot of rear end damage for him. Pace car in.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
I don't know what was going on there. But
well, everybody's back under control.
and all of our cars.
Damage is being done. Still rolling. 7's got some big engine issues, of course, but we're green flag. Here we go.
Lots of side damage to the 55.
The 7's being listed in second place with that messed up rear spoiler. And is running second. Technically.
I'm wondering if everybody, while we were looking at the caution, had pitted.
I wonder. Might have. That's Gage Osborne out front in the 55. And that's the 7 of... Boone. Wow, Travis Boone. The 24 of Hagen.
I
There we
looking to
go.
take that spot.
Yeah.
Looks like whatever happened, cars that didn't get involved in the accident are gonna sort it out. Find their way back up where they were. McBoyle's up fourth.
Yeah, 71 has really done a good job. Really recovered from the heat race.
And I can't believe the amount of damage to the side of that 55 car.
Yeah, but still running fast.
Absolutely.
Gonna have a heck of a time finishing that thing up and getting it ready for the main if they make it there. That's why God invented rubber mallets
Absolutely.
and rubber sledges.
Yeah, it looks like everybody sorted it out. Boone's
Yeah, I
starting to
think
fall
everybody
back.
just sort of got a little too anxious and kind of turned off their brains during that last caution period. But now we're back to proper racing.
Reached
Here
the
comes
halfway.
Dye down low for the lead. Just past the halfway point now.
I really think
Sorry to overstep on your toes.
No. Just the troubles with two commentators. Sometimes we step on each other's shows. We just gotta flow with it.
Yeah, I have a problem with doing that a little too much, but what were you gonna say, boss?
I was gonna say, ooh. I do not recall what I was gonna say now, but wow, that was
That
close.
was a nice little shove. That was a nice little shove by Dye. Surprised it didn't turn around the 55, but start racing you do generally have a little less speed, a little more grip, surprising amount of like relative grip, so you don't turn around necessarily too quickly, or you save it or catch it.
Earnhardt
This is
trying to
turning out
hold
to be
off
a good
Fox.
battle now. Yeah, we got Fox Earnhardt battling for that final transfer spot, fifth. Still impressed with Nick Boyles in that 71, though. He was nowhere in his heat races.
Absolutely, he's got a little bit of a. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage to that side, that driver's side.
A little bit, but not as bad as Osborne in 55.
He was doing an amazing job of holding onto the lead with all that damage.
Yeah. Yeah, especially considering it's all dry damage, too. Might actually impact it enough that he might actually have to change his driving style and make sure his arm doesn't hit the freaking dent. Look at that thing. It looks like a Coke bottle.
Earnhardt battling with Hagen for that final transfer spot.
Hagen's starting to fall back a little bit. He was running second just a little while ago. Same with Royals in the 71. He was in third for a little while. There's that 13. The other Fox driver. Not related to the Furry Motorsports drivers either, as far as my knowledge.
Looks like Graham's starting to slowly reel in the 71 and the rest of this group. It's a wonder they don't retire that 9 car yet. 8 laps down already, and all they keep doing is going around. Not sure what their plan is, but... Ryan Fox looking to maybe stick his nose into this battle for the lead.
He's been looking for a little while. Just about 2/3 of the way through this race. Here comes Dye down low now for the lead. Dye seems to be able to run that low line, but Osborne is holding on tough, holding tight, running just slightly quicker on the high side. And those two, even though they're battling with each other, really started to make a big lead over everybody else and made a big jump. While my commentator takes another drink. Gage Osborne out in front. Dye in second in the 43. Got the 13 of Fox in third. Brian Fox, unrelated to Zachary and the
Saber.
other Foxy lady, Saber Fox.
Hagen in fourth. Battle for
Hagen in
fifth
fourth,
between
and then
Nick and, or no, that's Daniel. Or no, yeah, that's a Nick. Sorry.
Earnhardt, yeah. Earnhardt and Boyles, yeah. Earnhardt and Boyles.
I going for the lead again.
Coming up on lap traffic now. 10 to go, coming up on lap.
There we go. They're definitely going to catch Nick Boyles. There he is. See how he plays into this battle. Ooh, he needs to pick a line.
Ooh, 82. Oh, that's the 26 holding him up.
Boyle, or Dye to the
That's going to
lead.
give Dye to the lead now. Man, I don't know if Osborne will be able to get him back. Osborne's car looked really good on the high side. Don't know if they'll be able to catch him running the low line.
Well, we know Dye had all kinds of trouble getting by Osborne on that low line.
Yeah. Yeah, track's going to start changing a little bit, too, as the more and more rubber burns away. Or, sorry, more and more dirt gets packed in and the definite distinctive grooves now. These two definitely have pulled away from the rest of the field.
Full second over 13 of Brian Fox.
I've noticed, too, we've got a car kind of stuck just going through the motions, just driving through the pit lane every lap for some kind of penalty. I think that's Saber Fox in the 9 just driving back and forth on pit road.
I believe that's because of all the. I believe that came from the damage from that caution.
Probably, but we're now at 5 laps to go in this B main last chance qualifier. Oh my God! I never realized how much damage. Here comes Osborne down low for the lead.
Here we go. Off of 4.
Trying to hold the side. Dye gets the run on the high side. Osborne's got a fast car though, even with that side damage. So exciting, I've got my skin itching. 2 to go. Actually, sorry, that 3 to go. Yeah, there's Saber. Man, goodness, I didn't realize how bad it was. And now the place, now it's heating up for that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th spot. Earnhardt's holding tough in 5th, the final transfer position, pre-car.
Hagen and Graham not giving up though.
No, they aren't. They have a chance to steal it from them.
But we got to catch up with our leaders.
Absolutely. This is an epic battle for the ages.
Here we go. My flag out.
Final lap. I think Dye's going to get it. He's just running a little bit better on that high line. And Osborne, I feel, because he doesn't really have to hustle, I think he'll go for second and just settle for it.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to settle for it.
He's got it. He's got it.
Dye going to get the win. Osborne second.
Osborne second. Oh, big race to the finish.
Brian Fox third. 4th is Nick Boyles. 5th, Chris Earnhardt. 7th, Graham.
6th.
Or 6th, Graham. 7th, Hagen. 8th, Robinson. 9th is Handley. 10th, Boone. 11th, Kraus. 12th, Baker. 13th, Raymer. 14th, Hennessey. 15th, Diamond. 16th, Neischwanger. 17th, Scott. 18th goes to Daniel Voiles. 19th, Saber Fox. And that'll be it. I don't know why I thought there was one more car, but that'll do it for this 50-lap last chance qualifier. And we will see those top 5 cars in the main event. Here we are for the 100-lap main event here at Vancouver. On the pole will be the 82 of, or the 28 of Perez. His outside will be the 59 of Ching. Next row back will be Marcus and Izzy Voiles. Behind them will be the 8 of Bowers and the 78 of Plater. Next row back will be the 7-11 of Bancroft and the 19 of Lund. Next row back will be Ramstrom and Hall. Behind them, Zachary Fox and Kingston. Next row back will be Bryant and Jennings. Third from the last row will be Guy and Wilson. Next is Osborne and Brian Fox, and starting shotgun on the field will be Voiles and Earnhardt.
Let's go.
100 laps the distance. We've seen a lot of craziness today.
We're about to double it just because we're going to double the longest run. We had 50 laps that previous last chance qualifier. Now it's go time. Hard to say what's going to happen over this long run with all these cars. Nobody's run for this here on this dirt surface. I expect to see comers and goers. I expect that, frankly, anybody has a shot to win this. We're just have to see how it all plays out.
Nobody really fallen off yet.
Not quite. It's going to take a little while.
Chang out to the early lead.
Perez is still right there, though. Can't really get away from anybody just too closely yet. Started to see some really fast cars pull away from others during the heat races and the last chance in the LCQ, but again, we haven't really run long enough in green flag running just to see what'll happen.
It's absolutely amazing to see that they managed to get that 55 car back together.
Absolutely, they did a great job. Yeah, Osborne's team did a really good job. It was bent in from the driver's side door like a Coke bottle. Look at this now. Perez and Chang battling it out up the front.
It's a race sliding up the track a little bit.
It's really looking strong so far, too. Again, some drivers like to get that high line, kick up that dip.
Run off the corner. Presence Ching still fighting it out for the top spot.
We got the 50 and the 78 behind them battling for third.
Hall looking to get inside the top five.
Really starting to get closer.
Lots of 2x2 racing still.
Early on, you're going to see it, yeah, because everyone's got good tires. As the tires wear off and the fuel load burns off, you're going to see big differences.
Osborne making his way through traffic.
He's doing a good job running the low line. They fixed that car, and now he's actually starting to pass people. Where in this heat race, he had issues because of that damage on the high line. Now he's starting to make moves.
He is absolutely wasting no time.
Got a little bit of breathing room in this race being 100 laps, but we're already attempted a way through. Lap 12, lap 13 already. It's going to go by at a pretty good clip. Let's go all right.
Let's see.
Perez is closing in slowly but surely. He's not letting Shane get away.
130 coming into one.
Whew. 130 miles an hour on this dirt, especially not like permanent dirt. This is temporary dirt surface. It's pretty brave. You can definitely see the rubber also starting to solidify. There's black patches on the track going into 1 and 2 right here. You can see that line through the middle of the corner, and it's
later up third.
He's making a move. He's looking down low. There's that high line. Perez going to make the shot. He's got it. Gets a clear run to the lead. As we've seen, this is usually where the second place car, if they have a clean shot, is going to make the run. Shank's going to make the run down low to fight. He's not through with him yet. Gets his nose out. He's going to lead. No, he's not going to lead that lap.
No,
Wow.
almost dead even at the line.
Almost dead even at the line. Unbelievable stuff. Meanwhile, the 86 of Hall now battling up for third.
3 wide there.
Big gaggle, 3 wide down the main straightaway going into one. It's Bowers.
Oh, this can't work for very long. I can't imagine.
No. This is just a time bomb waiting to happen right here. That 38 car right in the middle. No man's land. No man's land, but still at the same time pretty fast.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty fast line.
Yeah, because you're getting all that rubber right in the center of the lane, because you've got tires from the high groove and tires from the low groove, creating that middle section. And now you're able to run it as an actual line. So you can lean on people, and you're going slow enough on this track that you can lean on people just a little bit. Man. It's starting to... Okay, now we're back to regular good old 2-lap.
Although these two, not wasting time pulling away from everybody. As a race slowly falling back. Osborne up to 11th already.
Yeah, Osborne's starting to run the high line. He's starting to make moves now.
Oh yeah,
If drivers are going to make these changes like this, running different lines over the course of the run to find where the grip is.
I think they are, because it seems like they keep going higher and higher. Just a little bit every lap.
Using up that little bit more of that dirt cushion. Just where you need it.
Oh, here comes Zachary Fox.
Pulls the win.
Put his name in the hat for getting the win here.
Yeah, this lead group's starting to slow up. Leaders are now getting swallowed by the rest of the field.
I'm wondering if those two used all their stuff up.
Might have been. They might have had to back off to make this again. Again, we've only run maybe. We're not even at halfway. Usually, this is like the time when we're about a quarter of the way through this race. The heat races, we would be over by now.
Yeah, I mean, 15.
Not right now, not today.
15 of these cars have only run that many laps.
Yeah. So maybe the setup works for that many laps, and it doesn't work for a longer race. Heck, I'm wondering if we're going to see pit stops today just because of tire wear. Just because people going too extreme with the setup and having to figure it out whether they can do it or not. Perez, though, has got the lead, and he's doing a good job holding off the 09. We'll see. Feel more and more that a couple cars are going to come out, run away, and the other two are going to come back. Zachary Fox now.
Marcus making his way through.
7-11. Yeah.
Or Bancroft, sorry, not Marcus. Marcus, the car on his outside.
A 38 car after running 3 wide now battling with Bancroft.
Looked like he thought about putting Marcus and Bancroft 3 wide there for a second.
Yeah, he's not afraid of doing that. Give respect to the guy.
I mean, you run a few laps like that, you know, you see that it works.
You don't feel so scared about it, yeah. This is definitely going to be a race of comers and goers and people coming in to and fro and managing equipment. Who's got the long run pace? Who's got the short run pace? Everyone set their cars up for short runs. What's going to happen on the longer run stretches? Earnhardt in particular, what happened to him? Way back there.
Yeah. Almost a lap down.
Yeah, Perez is coming up the lap on right now. That's
So,
the other thing we got to figure out. Haven't had really a lot of lap traffic so far in these races.
looks like
Maybe
everybody's
a little bit
starting
in a couple
to
heats.
lose time a little bit.
Oh, we got pit stops.
Here comes Perez.
Oh, baby.
Perez and Ching.
Yeah, you were right. They turned up their tires, trying to stay ahead. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Strategy is afoot.
Perez
Games are
and Ching,
afoot
the
now.
only ones in.
Yeah, either they have issues or they really tore their cars up trying to stay ahead of everybody. That's going to give Zachary Fox for Furry Rome Motorsports the lead.
Not no more.
And now he's in. Wow. More cars coming in the pit.
Bryant Wilson. That's Nick Voiles. Last week's winner,
35.
Ranstrom. Jennings. Aye. Here comes Bancroft. Osborne.
Yeah.
Bowers.
Okay.
Look at all the cars we missed coming in. Wow.
Goodness. Yeah, everybody making stops. I wasn't wondering if we were going to see this. We're going to see this. Wow.
I kind of expected to see it, but oh!
Oh, we got a big hit. That's Austin Hill. Or, sorry, Tyler Hill. Going into the pits.
Oh, and he's gonna run himself into the barrier. Gonna stay on the low side though.
A lot of damage. Damn.
Caution though.
Wow. That is a surprise.
He did get it immediately going though, so.
True. That is just brutal for this day. Oh, that's
absolutely.
That's brutal. That's brutal for the BTL team. Star player, the one driver that has been holding that team together and making them even a talking point in the championship. He's out probably for the day. That thing is smoking bad now.
Sorry, pardon me.
Oh,
that was our leader.
Yes, he was leading coming into the pits when that happened. And got.
Perez gonna take over the lead. There's your top 5.
This is an interesting call. I feel like running long on the pit strategy, like what happened to Hall, is going to be theoretically faster, but because of how tight this track is and the pit lane entry and exit being in the same spot, you're going to have an issue like what we just saw. I think the long strategy is going to be the way to go. Having a good battle for the lead right now, though. close to the halfway mark. Probably going to see at least one more stop, probably two. The way the tires are working.
Definitely more pit stops than I would have thought there would have been. Looks like they're starting to reel in Brian Fox.
He goes. He's starting to pull away a little bit.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if Fox allows. See if Brian Fox allows Perez to catch up to Zachary Fox.
Yeah. Don't think these two are related.
No.
Do know that the Zachary and Desiree Fox, the Furry Row racing drivers, are brother and sister. Brother and sister, or husband and wife? I want to say husband and wife, but it might be brother and sister. They do have that kind of fraternal couples vibe thing going, so they could be either or.
Absolutely.
Perez, though, reeling him in. He's not done yet.
Perez certainly faster that last lap.
It is going to be a race of managing your tires and managing your fuel load over the course of the run. So you are going to see comers and goers, and you are probably going to see people go fast, really fast one lap, and then kind of hold on to the next and just kind of lay and run at pace.
That was our halfway point there.
Yeah. No blue flags either. He's got to make this a clean pass. Getting by traffic is much easier said than done.
Yeah, Perez really starting to fall off.
Yeah. Just tapped early. Tires wear early. I think Z Fox is just hanging on right now behind B Fox. Focusing more on getting a fast lap time than actually trying to pass him.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's just kind of riding it out.
Yeah, he gained over a second that alone. From 1.4 to almost 2.14 seconds ahead, which on this track is immense. We got a heck of a battle going for a second right now.
Absolutely.
Between the 50, the 08, and 78.
Perez not giving it up though.
Not in the slightest. Still has a bigger car overall of this little group here, even though the tires are definitely starting to show its age, showing their age.
Absolutely. Fox starting to. Brian Fox starting to cost Zachary some time though. Oh yeah, slowly cutting that lead down there.
Slowly but surely.
Zachary's got to figure out a way around Brian too. Back up to 2 seconds.
Nice.
Three-car battle for fifth. Between Osborne, Waiter, and Bryant. Osborne doing a great job so far.
He's doing a pretty good job. He came from the back, had quick repairs on that car. Now he's running fourth, battling, looking at third. Yeah, the gap's starting to slow, little by little.
Thinking Zachary might have given up trying to get by Brian Fox.
Just a little, yeah. Seems that way.
Or the tire fall off is real for Zachary. Wow. Should start seeing potential pit stops again here shortly.
This is about the window for it, I think. 32, 33, 34 laps of run. Which means we might see some very late race pit stops to further add spice to this. Now they're right up on the leader. Here comes the 50. Here comes Varkas looking to make a move. Looking right behind. Top three cars, all nose to tail. Trying to get by the inside of the 13.
Just making a pop through just to see if anybody's
taking a second round of stops. Yeah. Not yet. Not quite yet.
There goes Perez.
Strategic thing. Okay, Perez is in. He stopped earlier than everybody else. That's expected.
Cheng as well.
So does Cheng. Okay, they were the first two to come in. They're wearing their tires out quicker than everybody else. Whoa, that could have been really sketchy.
Desiree really checked up ramps room. Holy.
Yeah, she. Not really. And there's a 13. Okay.
Marcus coming in with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, second round of stops are starting right here. Again, because of this pit lane, I saw this in a couple other racing series recently. All right, leader's in.
Osborne staying out.
Osborne's going to take the lead, staying out. At least one lap, maybe two, doing this pit stops, especially under green. Yeah, 2 laps. If you pit under green here, you lose 2 laps. Man, that is harsh. You can see the night and day difference between worn tires and fresh tires. Look at Perez just go by and get one of those laps back.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. Oh, wow. Osborne did a great job not to hurt it. That car. Wow. He did a good job to hit anything other than the 86. But that's the problem this place has. Especially with the dust kicking up dust and things.
Here we go. He's going to try again. This time he's going to make it.
He's got it. Yeah, it's that pit lane entry. That's that commitment cone.
You can see on the wall where he scraped it up.
Yeah, on the inside. Not quite
damage
sure.
to the 3 car as well. If you look.
Yeah.
There's the 55. Getting into his pit now. We're gonna watch his pit stop. See what happens here. Watching for the 28. There goes the 28 right there. Oh man, that not being able to stop on time really hurt Osborne there. Dropped him all the way back to 15th. It's going to be curious to see if he can make those spots back.
Surprising. I would have thought the long run would have been the strategy. Looks like the short run pace. And
Coming to
stopping it
25
early
to
is going to
go.
be key. Here we go again. Now we got Perez stuck behind the 13th Brad Fox. Two-thirds of the way through. Not a whole lot of crazy action. I thought this was going to be off-in, banging, but everyone's just got to run a pace of strategy. Fighting the
Yeah,
track more than each other.
we've seen a little bit of archie-barchie with coming on and off
Pit
pit
lane
road,
entry stuff,
but
yeah, but nothing too severe. I was expecting something a little bit different. It's fair enough. It's something different.
I want to find the 50 of Marcus because that's who Osborne ran into on his way into the pits. There's the 50 Farkas.
Then I
Looks like he has a little bit of damage on the right side. You can see it right there as he comes through the corner. Perez lose. Plater going to take his lap back potentially. Perez has 3 lapped cars in front of him. Definitely going to be a problem. Top 4 right there, starting to reel Perez in. Whoa, big run off the top by Ching, up to second. He's one of very few drivers we've seen make that line work like that. Perez still holds the lead. Starting to close a little. We're all in frame together now. Ching gonna arch the corner again, put himself into first. Let's see if he can hold on to it though. Ching doing a great job in that Blue Moon car. A little bit slow through the corner there.
right as I come back from break, it's like the race just started. Chang and Perez, first and second.
Oh, Ching not able to diamond the corner like he was earlier.
Yeah, I noticed he was really making that line work. We do need space for it, though. That's the main weakness of it. It's faster, but not necessarily faster in traffic.
Zachary Fox starting to reel in Ching. $19.51 for Rez, $18,959 for Ching. 9:44 for Fox.
All three of these cars making their lap times in a different way. 10 laps to go, though. Money time is now. I would bet pretty good money that these top three would have a chance at winning this race.
Should be interesting to see if anybody decides to pit, though. Or if they have to, for that matter.
Might have to. Just doing the numbers in my head, they run 32 to 34 laps. These drivers might have to pit one more time in just a little bit.
Only one we know for
We'll
sure
see.
is definitely going to make it is the 55 of Osborne.
Absolutely.
Just have to wait and see what happens here. Chang looking low. A little slow through the corner there for Chang.
Here we go.
The rest of the top five slowly reeling in this pack.
Slowly coming in.
5 laps to go. Bancroft and Barkus. Barkus up third.
And here we go.
It's on now. Zachary Fox to the lead. 3 to go.
Oh boy. Not over yet for Perez. Not over yet for Ching either.
I would say
Zachary, man, is starting to pull away fast. Holy cow.
white flag this time by.
I think he has. I think he's got it.
Absolutely. He's got a solid lead over these 4. They're too busy fighting each other. Go,
Maybe
white
not.
flag.
Here comes Perez. He might have a say in something.
He's looking low.
Oh, this is going to be a drag.
No, it's not. Zachary Fox with the win. Perez second. Bancroft third. Ching is fourth. Mark is fifth. Sixth is Nick Voiles. Seventh, Bryant. Eighth, Jennings. Ninth, Bowers. 10th is Desiree. 11th, Lund. 12th, Osborne. 13th goes to Wilson. 14th, Kingston. 15th, Ty. 16th, Earnhardt. 17th, Ramstrom. 18th, Fox. 19th is Blader. And rounding out the field will be the 86 of Tyler Hall.
That was a bit of a fun race, actually. Turned out better than I thought it would.
Great day of racing, honestly. I think everything from the heats to the
To the
LCQ were
feature.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing racing. Thank you for
Long
joining me
day in the
here.
booth, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me here today in Vancouver, Weasel.
Anytime, Jam. Anytime.
Hope you
I'm
had a
gonna need
good
to lay
time.
down after this, though. It's been a long day in the booth. I'm gonna have to need to get a massage or lay down or something. Ugh, got the yawners the last couple laps.
Same here. But we will see you, Weasel, next time
Yes.
somewhere on the And Rock Circuit.
Somewhere, late models, stock cars, modifieds, hobby stocks. I'll go wherever I'm needed. Catch you later.
Catch you later. Gotta find my mouse.